Imagine waking up one day to find the world as you knew it has changed. Shelves are empty, communications disrupted, and survival becomes your main priority. In such moments, the difference between chaos and calm can depend on a few key items you have prepared in advance. Welcome to our today's video, where we will discuss 20 essential things to hide before it's too late. These are the things that will quickly disappear when disaster strikes, leaving many unprepared and vulnerable. But not you. Stay with us to find out what you need, why it's important, and how hiding these items now can ensure your safety when everything goes wrong. Whether it's food, water, or self-defense tools, we have a complete list. Let's start with the first and most important part of your survival strategy: food and water supplies. When disaster strikes, it is the foundation that ensures your survival. Let's explore the necessary things you need to gather and, more importantly, hide. First, stock up on long-lasting food products. In a crisis, grocery stores can empty in a matter of hours, so it's important to stock up on items with a long shelf life that don't require refrigeration. Consider canned goods like vegetables, fruits, and proteins such as tuna or chicken. These products can last for years if stored properly and provide essential nutrients for long-term survival. It is also useful to have grains such as rice, beans, oats, and pasta. They are filling and provide the body with necessary carbohydrates. Don't forget about snacks like nuts, seeds, and energy bars. They are convenient and require no preparation. The main thing about long-term products is their durability and versatility. Hide your supplies in places that are hard to find or steal. If others find out you have a stash, you could become a target. Think about hidden compartments in your home or even burying food in waterproof containers outside. Secondly, water purification tablets and filters. Water is perhaps the most critically important resource in any emergency situation. You can survive without food for several weeks, but just a few days without water can be fatal for you. If tap water becomes unsafe or you find yourself cut off from sources of clean water, having a way to purify available water will become vital. Here, water purification tablets come to the rescue. These small, lightweight tablets can make contaminated water safe to drink by neutralizing harmful bacteria and viruses. Just drop them into a bottle of water and wait for the miracle to happen. But while the tablets are good for short-term solutions, you will also need a more sustainable solution, like a water filter. A good portable filter can purify a large amount of water, removing pathogens that can cause diseases. Filters are compact, lightweight, and incredibly effective in turning dirty water into drinking water. Hide these tools along with food supplies, because when clean water becomes scarce, having a filtration method will be invaluable. The third is packages made of mylar and vacuum containers. One of the main problems of food storage is protection against moisture, pests, and air, which can accelerate food spoilage. Mylar bags and vacuum containers will become your secret helpers in this. Mylar bags are extremely durable and resistant to light, moisture, and oxygen. They are perfect for long-term storage of bulk products like rice, pasta, and beans. You can extend the shelf life of food for years, sometimes even decades, by using these bags along with oxygen absorbers. For short-term storage or products you need more often, vacuum containers are ideal. They remove air from the packaging, which helps keep food fresh longer. You can vacuum seal anything from dried fruits to meat snacks, ensuring that your food stays in perfect condition. Packages made of mylar and vacuum containers take up little space and are easy to store in hidden compartments or even inside large containers where they won't be immediately visible. Consider hiding your food supplies in places like the attic, basement, or even burying them outside in waterproof cases. Keep your food supplies out of sight, but not out of reach. The fourth is a manual can opener. Imagine that you have accumulated many cans, but at the crucial moment, you have no way to open them. This may seem simple, but having a manual can opener is often overlooked in a crisis situation. There may be no electricity, and your electric can opener won't work. A sturdy handheld can opener will give you access to all the canned goods you've stocked up. The good news is that these small, inexpensive tools are easy to hide in various places. Put away a few in the kitchen, in your emergency backpack, or in hidden storage near the canned goods. Trust me, it's better to have a few of these knives because losing one in a crisis can complicate life significantly. Plus, they are versatile. Some manual can openers also have additional tools like bottle openers or small blades, making them even more useful in survival situations. Now let's move on to firearms and ammunition. Your personal safety becomes a top priority as the situation worsens. Firearms and ammunition are necessary for two main reasons: self-defense and hunting. In a crisis, law and order may break down, and it may take time before help arrives. Firearms will give you the ability to protect your family and property from marauders or those who may cause harm. It is also vital if you need to hunt for food when supplies run low. But here's an important point. Hide the weapon in secure and hard-to-reach places. Marauders may first look for a weapon safe in visible places. Instead, think of less obvious locations, such as hidden compartments in furniture or inside walls. Knives and multi-tools. Not every situation requires the use of weapons. Knives and multi-tools can be equally important. These versatile tools are essential for cutting, building shelters, and even self-defense in close combat. A sturdy knife will also help in hunting, preparing food, and processing materials like firewood. Multi-tools, in turn, combine several necessary functions into one convenient device. They are compact and lightweight, perfect for your emergency backpack. Again, make sure to hide a few of them in places that are easily accessible to you, but not visible from the outside. Despite their small size, they can be invaluable in emergencies. Pepper spray and gas. Although firearms are effective, not every situation requires the use of lethal force. Here, non-lethal options like pepper spray or gas come to the rescue. These means are especially useful for personal protection in urban conditions. Pepper spray can temporarily incapacitate an attacker, giving you the chance to escape without causing permanent harm. Gas is also effective, and both options are easy to carry and use. Hide some pepper spray or gas canisters in different places, such as in your car, by the front door, and in an emergency backpack. If someone tries to break into your house or approaches you on the street, it will be convenient to have quick access. It is also worth considering a portable generator or solar panels in case the power grid fails during a prolonged crisis. Without electricity, your home's heating, refrigerators, and communication systems are at risk. That's why having a portable generator or solar panels is so important. The generator will support the operation of your main electronics, while the solar panels provide a renewable energy source. But don't wait for the electricity to go out before considering alternative energy sources. Keep the generator in a safe place, and don't forget to hide the spare fuel. Speaking of generators, you need to stock up on fuel. Gasoline, propane, and even diesel will become incredibly valuable during a crisis. Fuel is useful not only for generators but also for cars and stoves. However, fuel shortages are one of the first problems that arise in any emergency situation. Therefore, it is extremely important to hide fuel supplies in several places. Consider using underground storage or inconspicuous containers that will blend in with your property. Remember that fuel is flammable and requires careful storage to avoid accidents. However, having extra supplies will give you a significant advantage when others are frantically searching for a source of energy. Next, lighters and flint. Let's talk about fire. If you can't rely on electricity, you need alternative ways to create heat and cook food. Lighters are an obvious choice. They are easy to use and accessible. But in prolonged conditions, lighters will eventually run out. This is where the fire starter comes in handy. A sturdy tool for igniting fire that can last for thousands of uses. With practice, you can easily start a fire in almost any conditions, whether it's rain or wind. It's wise to keep several lighters and at least one fire steel in your first aid kit. As always, make sure they are hidden in a place that is easy for you to find, but difficult for others. First aid kits. First of all, let's talk about first aid kits. These items are absolutely necessary in any emergency situation. Your first aid kit should include various bandages, antiseptics, and prescription medications. Bandages are important for treating cuts and wounds, and antiseptics help prevent infections. Don't forget to include any prescription medications that you or your family members may need. It is also useful to have a first aid manual in the first aid kit so that you can quickly refer to it and know how to act in various situations. Next are over-the-counter medications. They can be a salvation when professional medical help is unavailable. Stock up on pain relievers like ibuprofen or paracetamol that can help manage pain and reduce fever. Allergy medications are also important, especially if you or someone in your family has serious allergies. Cold remedies like decongestants and cough syrups will help relieve symptoms and make your condition more comfortable during the crisis. Hygiene products. Hygiene is another critically important aspect of preparing for emergencies. In a crisis, it's easy to run out of essential hygiene products, so it's important to have them in abundance. Make sure you have enough soap and antiseptics to maintain hand cleanliness and minimize the spread of germs. We often overlook the importance of women's hygiene products. Stock up on them so that you and your family can maintain good hygiene even in difficult conditions. Now let's move on to survival items. These items are essential for ensuring your safety and comfort in outdoor or emergency situations. Thanks to its incredible versatility, you can use paracord and rope for building shelters, securing items, and even fishing. Having a good supply of these items can significantly improve your ability to adapt to various situations. Rain gear and warm clothing. Protection from the weather plays an important role in survival outdoors. Make sure you have raincoats and warm clothing in your first aid kit. Staying dry and warm can prevent hypothermia and make you more comfortable in harsh weather conditions. Look for waterproof jackets, trousers, and sturdy footwear to protect yourself from the elements. Finally, consider waterproof tents and plastic coverings. These items are incredibly useful for creating temporary shelters or protecting food and equipment. They can shield against rain, wind, and even the sun. Having several tops and plastic coverings in your first aid kit can give you the flexibility to create a safe and dry space wherever you are. In any emergency situation, it is important to stay informed and be able to navigate the surrounding environment. Let's start with the necessary means of communication and navigation. A hand crank radio is an invaluable tool for receiving news and emergency messages when the internet or phones are down. A hand cranked radio does not depend on batteries, so you can always generate power manually. Look for models that also include a flashlight and a USB port for added functionality. More advanced models may have weather alerts, which can provide critically important updates on severe weather conditions in your area. Now let's move on to maps and compasses. Although we often rely on GPS systems, they can fail during a power outage or if the network stops working. A physical map of your area and a reliable compass will help you navigate and find your way to safety. Make sure you know how to use them before an emergency occurs. It is also helpful to familiarize yourself with the basics of navigation, such as understanding topographic maps and using natural landmarks. Backup batteries and solar chargers are also necessary. They will help keep your communication devices operational when there is no electricity. Solar chargers are especially useful as they can recharge your devices using sunlight, making them a sustainable option in prolonged crises. Make sure you have the right cables and adapters for your devices. Consider investing in a high-capacity portable charger that can charge multiple devices several times. Two-way radios can be a lifesaver when mobile networks fail. These radios allow you to communicate with family members or emergency services over a certain distance. Look for models with long battery life and weather-resistant features. Some advanced models also offer features like GPS tracking and emergency alerts. Now let's discuss additional necessary items that often go unnoticed but can be very helpful in emergencies. Garbage bags. They may seem ordinary, but they are actually very versatile. By cutting them and creating a temporary shelter, you can use them as a canopy. They are also great for storage, help keep things dry, and even for sanitary needs. You can use sturdy garbage bags to set up temporary toilets or for hygienic waste disposal. In addition, you can use them as raincoats or to collect rainwater. Another item worth considering is duct tape. It can be used for various repairs, from sealing holes in a shelter to securing items together. It's a small item, but it can have a big impact in an emergency. You can also use duct tape to create temporary bandages or to repair torn clothing and gear. Multi-tools are also an essential item. These compact tools combine several functions, such as pliers, knives, screwdrivers, and more, into one convenient device. They can help you with a wide range of tasks, from opening cans to making repairs. Look for a multi-tool that includes a saw, which can be useful for cutting wood for fires or building shelters. Tools for starting a fire are essential for warmth, cooking, and signaling for help. Include waterproof matches, a lighter, and a fire starter in your first aid kit. Practice using these tools before an emergency so you can quickly and effectively start a fire when needed. Water purification methods are critically important for ensuring safe drinking water. Include water purification tablets, a portable water filter, and a small pot for boiling water. The ability to find and purify water can save lives in an emergency. First aid guide. While having a first aid kit is important, knowing how to use it matters too. Include a detailed first aid manual in your first aid kit and take time to study it. Consider taking a first aid course to boost your confidence and skills. Emergency blankets designed to retain body heat. These lightweight, compact blankets can save lives in cold conditions. You can also use them as protection from the ground, shelter, or to signal for help. Personal hygiene items. In addition to soap and antiseptics, take items like toothbrushes, toothpaste, and wet wipes. Maintaining personal hygiene can prevent infections and boost morale in an emergency situation. Cash. In an emergency, electronic payment systems may stop working. Having a small amount of cash in various denominations can be useful for purchasing supplies or services. Important documents. Keep copies of important documents in a waterproof container, such as identification cards, insurance policies, and medical records. This will help you obtain the necessary services and confirm your identity if needed. This concludes our video on the 20 essential items to hide now to prepare for any future crisis. Remember that preparedness can play a crucial role in an emergency situation. Start gathering these supplies now and hide them in several reliable places to ensure that you and your loved ones are ready for anything. If you like this video, please give it a positive rating and share it with friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more survival and preparedness tips. Click the notification bell so you don't miss updates. Take care of yourself and see you in the next video.